we're going to cover how you can make $1,000 by flipping, ripping, or sitting on Pokemon product, and how you can get individual cards for 50% off or more. Let's get started. Hello, beautiful people. Captain Zach Sparrow here. So you're still with me, huh? The title had you intrigued. The thumbnail, you clicked on it because it was nice and clickbait. It's not clickbait. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and just kind of pull the curtain back a little bit for some of you who want to sit through the entirety of this video. Might learn a couple things that you haven't thought of before. You might have heard of some things before, but it might just be that unique angle that makes you go, oh, yeah, I didn't really think about it that way. Let me implement that and see what happens. Anyway, I know a lot of you want to make $1,000 like that. Who wouldn't? Now, something to keep in mind, I have done all of these things and some work better than others. See what works for you, see what you like, what you're interested in. Let's get started right now. Number one, something to think on, something to invest on if I were doing this again, and what I'm going to continue to do would be to invest in ETBs, Elite Trainer Boxes. I know I've said this before. I'm going to say it in the future, and I know what you're thinking. Oh, wow, invest in sealed product. Wow, thanks. Shut up. Now listen here, pal. I'm telling you all, ETBs perform better than booster boxes. I will say it again. ETBs perform better than booster boxes. People are still not seeing that connection. Yes, can you get more value out of a booster box? Absolutely, you can. But if you're talking about holding onto a sealed product and then reselling said sealed product down the line, ETBs have historically performed better. And something to keep in mind would be ETBs are around the $40, $50-ish mark. So you're tying up less capital with that. And again, your return on investment, the percentage increase is going to be more. Do I have to say it another way? Is it clicking? Now, booster boxes are still fantastic. And on some sets, booster boxes do perform better than ETBs. I'm not saying ETBs are the end-all be-all, but I really wanted to harp on that to show you how important it is investing in ETBs. They should definitely be a staple in your sealed investment. And I know a lot of you are doing that already, but I wanted to let you know how important they are. It might switch up. Instead of buying a case of booster boxes, maybe I should buy a case of ETBs and just like a couple of booster boxes or a few cases. Whatever your budget is, however much you're trying to put into a product, whatever you're trying to keep back. I've got limited space, so I'm not putting millions into things. That's something I'm gonna have to change later. But this video is about you. Let's get on to number two. Do you really think that Flapple V, that's the card, that's the answer, that's what I want a mint version of, that's what I'm gonna send in for grading? Again, it's totally cool to be investing in things that you love and enjoy and you want to throw into your binder collection. You just want to have it sitting on the wall there because you have a creepy Flapple. I was going to say creepy Flapple collection, but that's what I've got going on right now. Except they're not Flapple cards, they're pictures of something else. Again, it all comes back to that return on your investment and what is your opportunity cost. So if you have, let's exaggerate, you have thousands of Flapple cards and you think that's a great investment, that's great that you think that's a great investment. But if you go back to the music principle before, how many other people like that song? Why is that song popular? Why do you like this one song over here that not as many other people like? You just happen to really like that one. You just really happen to like Flapple. I like Flapple. Flapple's one of my favorite Pokemon. But Flapple, historically, has not performed as good as Charizard. Do you really think that Urshifu VMAX, that's the card, that is the number one card, that's what I need to spend hundreds of dollars on? Between grading, fees, flipping on eBay, that's the card right there. I think it's a bit more nuanced than that. And that's something, and I'm not saying that you have to invest in first edition Charizards. I am just saying, keep in mind, take a step back when you invest on a base set Sun and Moon ETB. Is there any better ETB that I could be putting my money into? Number three, save up your money. I'm starting to get a lot of comments now of people saying, well, that'd be great if I had that kind of money. Then have that kind of money. Seriously, pick up another job, do something, start selling some things that you do have. If there's a will, there's a way. And I'm not saying everyone's going to be on the same page. I am saying that you can always get more money considering a couple of options. Legal options and illegal options, but we won't cover that in this video. So you saved up some money, perhaps this paycheck, the last couple of paychecks, and you're able to buy that 1 booster box or 2 booster boxes of X set that you really wanted. Awesome, you've got that set. Is that the home run set now? Well, I mean, it's the only thing I could afford. I wish I could have afforded that $400, $500 booster box, but it's just way out of my... Then wait 2, 4, 6, 8 more weeks and buy that one, the one that performs better. Takes a little bit longer, and you got to hold off just a little bit more, but the return could be better. I'm not saying it will be, and I'm not saying it should be better. However, take a step back and look at the big picture. Now, that's great fluffy gummy bear advice that you've probably heard of a lot before. I know that's going to help some people, and here is a better tip that I wanted to say for those of you who are still watching at this point. Number 4, there's a site called Gixxen, Gixen. There are other sites just like it that you can use too that work just as well. I have personally used Gixxen and I really enjoy it. As of right now, the membership that I have for it, it's $6 a year, I believe. Anyway, it's silly cheap, whatever it is. It might be a little bit more now. Regardless, it's worth it. What it does is it puts a snipe in for you. So the last few seconds of that eBay auction, it'll put in a snipe up to the maximum amount that you tell it to, whatever that dollar amount is. What you can do is you can put things into groups as well. You see 8 different auctions going on of the same shiny Charizard VMAX card that you want. You know what? I only want to buy one of those, but I want to buy one that's at the cheapest. You know what? The most I'm willing to pay right now for a raw card is $235. Awesome. Put that $235 on every single one of those groups of cards. And then if you put them within the same group, Gixxen knows, hey, as soon as the criteria is met and you have actually won one of those auctions, it'll automatically cancel the bidding on all of your other pending items for those other Charizards. The day that I signed up for this, and I used it free before, and it works great. If you want it, you can use it as a trial. You can't just do as many groups. I don't know if you can group or not for a free trial. I think you can, but it's just a lower amount that you can track at once. I literally got a card for 45% of what it should have gone. It was a raw card in mint condition. I know because I have it in hand now. 45% under. If I really wanted to, I could flip that card right now and do that. The fee pays for itself probably the first time you use this app thing. Now, I will tell you, you're going to strike out a lot. For example, Shiny Charizard VMAX, the market for it, it's kind of all over the place, $200 to $300 range. For example, you could put a bid for these Shiny Charizard VMAXs for like $150, a decent bit below market value. All you need is one of those 35 auctions to go through that no one else is paying attention to for whatever reason, and then flip it. Instead of for $150 that you bought it for, go back online and sell it for $200. Even that's still lowish on the market side, so you can still flip and rip quickly, right? And just another tip, something that's as ubiquitous as the Charizard, in this case, something that's highly liquid. This app is going to work extraordinarily well because you have so many options, and it's impossible to keep your eyeballs on everything. And what's great is, instead of you having to wake up at 4 a.m. in the morning or 2 in the morning or 3 in the afternoon, whenever it is you're sleeping, in my case, it happens to be all of those times, you don't have to look at it again, and you'll get an email or a notification from eBay saying, hey, bud, you won. Or, hey, dude, sorry, you lost. Sucks to suck. But it's great because it's a super hands-off approach, and there is no way that you're going to, your emotions, there have been plenty of studies done on this before when people try to handle their own money or when they go into auctions, they always end up paying more than what they should if they had just taken a step back or had a robot do it for them or had someone else do it for them. So either way, you're saving money with this. Thousands, you could say, and even with that, if you buy a few $100 cards, if you do this, you just flip and flip and flip. It will not take you long to break that $1,000 barrier in a short period of time. We're not talking about years waiting on sealed product that goes up slowly over time, generally speaking. Yes, that could be a safer investment if you want to call it that. That's just my opinion there. But hey, what do I know? I have no experience with money. I'm wearing a Fire Saga shirt. You should not listen to me. But if you do want to listen to me, I would subscribe and hit the notification bell so you're notified of future videos just like this one. And until next time. Okay, if you haven't seen the movie, that doesn't make a lot of sense, and it probably sounds really dumb.